In this video, we are going to see Queen is rook mate. The position shown is an important position. If you achieve this position, we can win easily. There is another important position, that is in the same position. If the queen is placed on e8 also, it is a clear winning position. So if you like this video, kindly press like button and also subscribe button. So in this ending, we have to apply 3 points. One, we should handle the queen in such a way that it prevents the rook check and also cut the king movements. You can create zigzag position to achieve the desired result. The king should be advanced to correct square to block not only the opponent king but also his rook movements. You should force the king first to the edges of board to achieve the position shown here. So if you achieve the position with white turn to play, you can convert it into a black turn to play. So if it is white turn to play, you can play queen d5 check, king to h line only. If it comes to f8, then it's mate, queen d8 mate. So it has to go to h line, h8 or h7. If h8, then queen h1 check, king g8, now queen h5. So we have arrived the same position with a black turn to play. So if you achieve this position, it is an easy win for white. Before knowing how this position could be achieved, we will see some drawing chances also. So this is the important position number 2. We can achieve this position from the initial position also. So before going into this type of position, we will see how black can draw and what is the position should be avoided by, what are all the positions should be avoided by white. Here the king is on the h line and queen is on f6. So black can easily draw this position. He can play rook h7 check. Now king to g4, rook to g7 check, king to h5, rook to h7 check, rook g7, king h6. If king goes to f5, then black can draw easily by giving rook, by pinning the queen by rook to f7. So he cannot go to f line. So he has to come to h6 only. Now if king g6, black can play rook h6 check. And if king into h6, which is forced, it is stalemate. So in this position, this pattern should be avoided. Even if you advance one file, then this position also draws. So now rook g7 check, king f2, rook h7 check, king g3, rook f7 check, king g5. We cannot move to e line, so rook e7 pins the queen. So again rook g7, king h6. Now we can play rook to h7 check. White cannot cut the rook as it is stalemate. Even if he plays king to g6, now it's a stalemate. Even if he plays king to g6, black can play rook h6 and force white to cut the rook. Now it's again a stalemate. If we again advance to one file, then black cannot stalemate here, because rook f7 check, king g6, rook h7, rook g7 check. You should not cut the rook. You can play king to h6. If you cut the rook, then it is again a stalemate. So we have to play for rook g7, king h6 only. Here you should avoid this pattern of position as I already told you. So this pattern should be avoided. He can play after king e6. He can play rook f6 check and force a stalemate. So after rook g7 check, king h6. It's a winning position for white actually. So even if he plays rook g7, you can play queen c6 and then you can attain the initial position which you have shown already. So now we will see how to corner the opponent king. First, we should push the king to the edge of the board. So now 3 points should be remembered. Diagonal check. Queen should be placed in such a way that it should control the rook check, and also it should try to give a zigzag position, and king should be advanced correctly to block the movements of the rook and the king. So these 3 points should be remembered. So diagonal check, king to e5, now king to e3. So again a check. Now rook is under attack. So he is going to give queen b8 diagonal check now. Rook should be always placed near to the king. If the rook moves far away from its king, then there will be forking chances with the. So after rook g4, queen b8 diagonal check, king to d5, queen d8 check. He cannot come to c line because queen c8 check picks up the rook. Now after king e5, he can play queen e7 check. Again he cannot come to d line because queen d7 loses the rook actually. So he has to move to king f5 only. So if king f5, then queen d7 check, having an eye on the rook. So he is forced to play king to g5 only. Now queen to e6, controlling the king movements actually. King cannot go back. So rook has to move or king has to go to edge only. If rook g2 or g1, queen g8 picks up the rook again. He can play rook g3 check, which we will analyze now. But if he moves along the file also, he loses the rook because it is far away from the king. So queen e7 check picks up the rook on b4. So if it is placed in the rook a4 also, he loses. So king has to move to the edge of the board only. King h4, then queen d8 check, king g3, queen d6. Now the king has been forced to move to the edge of the board, and queen d6 controls the rook check also. So in this way, king has been moved to the edge. So now rook g3 is available. So rook g3 check, king e4. Again rook g4 check, king e5. Now if he goes again to a4 or b4, then again the same forking possibility is available. So rook b4, queen e7 check, rook a4, first queen e7 check, and then he can play queen d6 check, queen d8 check, king h6. Now king f5 means queen h8 check is threatened, so he has to play king g7 only. Now queen d7 check picks up the rook again. So the rook cannot be moved far away from the king. In this position also, if he plays rook b4 or rook a4, the same chances for white to grab the rook. So black moved to the edge of the board by playing king to f5. Now, king to h5. Now white plays king f5. Can play rook g5 check, king to f4. Rook g4 check is controlled by the queen. So you can play rook to g7. Rook to g6, queen h3 mate. So you cannot play rook to g6. So rook g7 is possible. Now queen f5 check. You cannot go to king h4 because of queen f6 check. He has to go to king h6. Again queen f6 check. You cannot play rook g6 because of queen h8 mate. He has to go to king h7 only. So now after king h1, white can play king f5. So queen on f6, king on h5 is achieved. Now king on f6, queen on e8 or queen on h5 should be achieved after this. So you can play queen e6 check. He has to play to h line only. Now queen to e8. Rook only has to be moved. King cannot move. If king h6, then queen h8 check. So now rook has to move here. Suppose rook to g2, then queen d7 check, rook g7, queen to d4. This is an important waiting move, queen d4, and now it is threatened that queen h4 check and queen h5. So black has rook f7 check or rook g6 here. Now if black plays rook to g6, then queen e4. So if rook to g7, king f6 check, a discovered check by the queen, king to g8, again queen e6 check. Now we cannot move to f8, he has to move to h line only. If h8, queen c8 checkmate. So after king h7, white can play queen to e8, achieving the position. This is the second important position. If you achieve this position, it's an easy win for white. That we will see how he is going to win. So the first important position also is achieved by playing queen to h1 check and then queen to h5. So these two important positions have been achieved now. Now from this position, how white is going to win, we are going to see now. So in this position, for black, rook movements only is possible. He cannot move the king to f8 because queen h6 pins the rook and wins it. So only rook movements are possible. Rook movements, there are 7 possible moves for the rook. That is d7, c7, b7 and a7. On the rank, on in the file actually he has g3, g2 and g1 squares. So 7 possible moves are possible with the rook. King cannot be moved. So we will see one by one how white wins. So after king f8, queen h6 wins easily. So now we will see the rook movements. So rook to d7, queen e8 wins immediately. Now rook to c7, white can play queen d5 check, and if it stay on the first rank, he can win the rook by queen d8 check. So black has to come to the second rank only by playing queen to h7. I mean king to h7. After king to h7, you can play queen d3 check. If king h6, it is made by queen h3. So he has to go to first rank only again. Queen h3 mate. So he has to go to first rank only. And then queen d8 picks up the rook. So for rook to b7, again queen d5 check, rook to b7 or rook to g2 also, queen d5 check wins the rook. So b7 and g2 is not available. Now rook to a7. After rook to a7, you can play queen d5 check again. Queen h1 check and then queen g1 check wins the rook. So in this way we can win the rook if it moves on the rank. Now we will see how white wins if the rook moves on the file. So rook to g3, queen to d5 again. Cannot come to f8 because queen d8 checkmate. King to h8 or h7. Queen a8 check. If rook g8, then queen h1 is mate. Cannot interpose the rook. So king to h7. I mean queen to e4 check. King g8. Now the queen should be maintained on the fourth rank in order to win the rook. It also should have an eye on the first rank mate. So now queen h4 check wins the rook. So the last move, rook to g1, queen d5 check again, king h7, queen e4 check again. King h6 is not there. King g8 or first rank, queen h1 check, and then queen a7 wins the rook. In a similar fashion, white wins the rook with the queen e8 position also. So with queen e8 position, the rook has 3 moves on the ranks and 4 moves on the file. Again, king h6 is not there because queen h8 check and queen to g8 mate is unavoidable. Should not cut with the queen. You should cut with the king only. If you cut with the queen, it's a stalemate for rook f7 check. So we will analyze all the 7 possible moves here. But white can play in a similar fashion to win the rook. So if black plays rook to c7, then white plays queen h5 check and then queen d5 check. Again, same position has been reached. If in the first rank, if the king moves to first rank, it is queen d8 check. So king h7, queen h1 check and queen g2 check. So if king f8, queen h1 checkmate. So if king h7, then queen h2 check and queen into c7. So if the rook moves to here, the rook g7, rook h7 is not possible. The interposing of the rook is not possible because of queen b8 mate. So if the rook moves to b7 or g2, again queen d5 check picks up the rook. So b7 and g2 squares are not available. Again, if rook to a7, queen h5 check, and then queen d5 check, queen h1 check, and queen g1 check picks up the rook. If rook h7, again queen h1 is mate. So king g1, king g8, queen g1 check picks up the rook. So again, if rook to g4, queen to h5 grabs the rook, or queen to d7 check also wins the rook. So rook to g3. So here you have to have an eye on h4 square, as you already seen. So queen c4 check and queen h4 check wins the rook here. So rook g1, queen d5 check, queen h1 check, and then queen a8 check, queen a7 check wins the rook. So thanks for watching.